What's up, y'all? This is your boy Super Barber Sampson with another video. But first thing first, I need to thank everybody for making sure my videos reach over 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hour views. Guess what? I've been monetized, which means you've been watching, which means you've been doing and holding up your part. And guess what? Let's take this to the next level. The next level is I want to get 10,000 viewers, 10,000 subscribers. I want to get hundreds of thousands of watch hour views. And guess what? We're going to do it. But again, I want to say thank you and let's keep this moving. All right? This is a movement, y'all. Holla at your boy. The master barber is here and I'm here to stay. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Super Barber Sampson with another video. Hey, check this out. I really want to talk to you guys because, you don't have to do an extravagant cut to make money. Some of my simplest cuts make me the most money. I said this before, always in my videos, you do not have to have a high ball fade with a full beard or a texturizer or a perm in order to make money cutting hair. All you have to do is build the right relationships with the right clients, and clients will not mind paying you for your price, whatever your price that you're asking for, simply because they value your time. Time is of the essence when it comes to the barber business. If people do not value your time, guess what's going to happen? They are not going to purchase your services. Every time I look at a haircut, every time I look at any type of, anytime I pick up my clippers, I'm always looking at it as a service. Whether it's a mustache service, whether it's a beard service, whether it's a perm, a relaxer, a color, a design, a part, I am performing and giving them a service, right? So whether it's a simple haircut, and you see this young lady who I'm doing this haircut, I've been cutting her hair for a few years now, and I cut her and her two sons, and she comes in, but she doesn't always get a simple haircut. Sometimes she gets the mohawk, the faux hawk. I don't dye hair; she dyes her own hair, but she comes in and she asks for a simple haircut for this haircut right here. And so what I want to kind of expound on today is with you guys is just because somebody gets a simple haircut, don't look at it as, let me get this quick haircut, get them in and out, right? And so I can move on with my business and take the next haircut, and maybe that next haircut is going to make me money. So when you have a thought like that in your head, throw it in the trash, because what happens essentially is that client who is willing to probably pay you more than what your average client is paying you will enjoy a simple haircut more than just what somebody else would enjoy who have a more extravagant haircut, more a harder haircut than that person with the simple haircut. So how is this done? Everybody asks me, Sampson, how do you get people? I get some of my barbers like Angel and Blessed by Angel. He would say, Sampson, I'm tripping. Why would people drive an hour and a half to pay you $150? And I tell him all the time, it is because of relationships. It is because my value time. I value my clients' time as much as they value my time. And so they're paying for an excellent cut. So yes, I'm giving them, even though it's a simple cut, it is a great simple cut, right? Outside of the great simple cut, the basis of someone saying, how do you do this? And it's simply by building relationships with your clients. That I can't say that enough. If you are an introvert, try to become throw that in the trash and become a social butterfly. If you are a barber, if you are a barber, what you want to do as a barber is make sure you change your thinking. So then that way, when it comes to a haircut or when it comes to any type of service, and so like I told you, I look at everything as a service. So when they're not just getting a haircut, they're getting a service. So this makes it categorized under one genre. Is that, if that makes sense with you? It's categorized as a service, right? So if you most of my clients, I would say to them, so what type of service are you getting today? Does that make sense? So if you tell them, hey, what type of haircut you getting? So I have this whole group of, not me, but there is a whole group of people who have a different mindset when it comes to a haircut. So you have a group of people who want to get a haircut for nothing. If you know, so in other words, they think the more hair you're cutting is the more money they will spend. So you have a group of people, and there's so many different type of groups, but I'm going to talk about a couple of groups of people. So the one group of people of clients that will come in, and particularly not my clients, but I also do walk-ins sometimes, right? But these group of people will come in and they would say, can I get a haircut? And then I would say, sure, what type of service you want? So, oh, nothing major. All I want is a taper right here on the sides and a shape up. How much is that going to cost? Right? So immediately it triggers something in my mind. As a barber, I am saying to myself, okay, this person or this client or this customer do not want to pay for my value time. So what I would do, specifically if they're a walk-in, if they are a walk-in, everybody in the barbershop charges a certain price. So even when it's at a lower price, $25 for the kids, $30 for the adults, whatever, that's the walk-in price. When they come in for the first time and they never had a haircut, it's the walk-in price, right? So I get excited when other barbers get, I don't know what's going on, because I get a chance to give them my kind of a haircut, right? For whatever price they're thinking in their head, and I tell them, okay, it's $30, whatever. And they're like, okay, no problem. And they say, does that include the razor? Does that include the hair wash? Does that include? And I give them I try my best to give them everything that comes with that service, okay? And then I give them that service, and then they go, wow, can I get your card? Can I book an appointment? I said, sure. The only way you can book an appointment is on my app. So I give them my app. They download my app on their phone. And then they call me maybe about an hour or two later and say, I see the prices are different. Is there a reason for that? I said, yeah, first time walk-in is this price. Anytime you want to book with me, I value my time and I value your time. So when you come into the shop, I want to make sure that that your time is at high priority, as long as with my time is also at high priority, because I have people that have things to do, and you have things to do, and I have things to do. I want to service all my clients, and I set up a specific time slot. So in that time slot belongs to you. So if you miss that time slot, you still have to pay me for that time slot, because I block that time unless you call me within 24 hours, 24 hours before that haircut appointment begins. So after I do all that explaining to them, they say, okay, I get it. And so at that time, they're making a decision, and they say, do I want this premium barber, or, right, do I continue to be a walk-in and just wait in line, sign the sign-up sheet, and just wait? And so at that time, they make a decision. Whatever the decision is, it's okay with me. I don't get bent out of shape. But those are those type of clients. Sometimes those clients never come back. And a lot of times those clients become some of my greatest clients. And then I'm teaching them about value of what a haircut is through this whole journey of me being their barber. Because anytime somebody becomes my client, it becomes a journey with them. I begin to know their family, their kids, their children, their husbands and wives, and so on and so on. They get introduced into my family. I get to tell them things about what's going on with me. And so it literally becomes a journey. So the other group of people, so that's one group of people that's try to get, like, I would say, like a discount, that would try to get a discount with their, those are the people who just always, well, not wanting to get a discount, but trying to get the bare minimum of their of a service, trying to get the bare minimum of a service, no matter what. And so they would literally say, I just want this, I just want that, and then they'll flip it on you and try to get you to give them a little bit more for a lesser price. And so, but I stopped doing that years ago, and I tell people up front, this is my service, and I'm okay if they don't go to me. I'm okay if they walk out the shop and go to another barber shop. I'm okay if they go to the barber next right next in the next chair to me. I'm totally okay with that. I'm fine with that. But then you have the other group of people who would get in a chair. I had a client like that just this past week, and I cut two of his kids, two boys. His wife came in maybe about 2 months ago, and you probably heard me talk about this on the vlog. And she was asking how much is the boy's haircut, and I told them, I said for boys 25, right? And he said, okay, no. He said at that time she said, oh no, I'm not paying that. So she went to every barber, and it's like 10 of us there. So she went to every barber trying to get a price of $20 haircuts, with all the barbers told them 25. And these weren't kids who are, I wouldn't even consider it anyhow, but these weren't just regular kids who get haircuts every week. These were kids who would start tripping. You could tell they don't normally get groomed, so they don't go into the barbershop often because of just the. I could tell when kids come to the barbershop often because of how their parents. I'm talking about mostly babies. Like I'm talking about 3, 4 years old, 5 years old parents. Start taking care of your kids' hair. Don't wait for the barber to do it, and then when the barber pull out the comb or the pick, that kid start going off. Do it at home. Get used to doing that, kid. And a lot of moms say, well, they said tender-headed. I understand they're tender-headed, but guess what? Get them used to coming to the barbershop. Bring them, put them on a regular plan of coming to the barbershop every other week or on a regular basis. But these kids, they look like they missed like 2 or 3 months of haircut. So we knew that they was going to be going off. But nobody did. She got upset, walked out the barbershop but I did recognize the kids. So the father brought them in. This was like a month ago, but the father brought them in. This was like a couple of months ago. The father brought them in just recently, and so he was really waiting on me, and I was like, okay, fine. I don't know. Maybe I have the kind face where maybe he thought he was going to be able to get over on me. And this is these type of group of people who think that a haircut is not it's not a value of $25 for a kid's haircut, right? So I kind of felt it, right? But I recognized who the kids were. Like, I knew exactly who I was cutting, right? And so I gave both his boys really good haircuts. The first boy was great. Cut him up, took care of him, blazed him. The second boy lost it. I'm talking about snot, spit, everything that you could think of. The dad had to hold him down. He had to like hold his arms, and then I had to hold his head. And this kid was crying and spitting and moving. He was strong, and the dad wanted me to shape him up, and I still shaped him up, even though it was so hard to shape him up because he was moving, jerking to the left, jerking to the right, kicking back, and doing everything he could not to get a haircut. But I still gave him a haircut, and so and I want you guys to catch this. And so, yes, it's just a kid's haircut, right? It's just a baby's haircut, right? The kid must have been about 3 years old. And yeah, it was just a kid's haircut. But for his brother, I took 20 minutes to cut his hair. 15, 20 minutes, right? Quick haircut. Not even a ball fade, a light fade. Trim the top, shape up. That's it. Nothing special. This kid got the same exact thing, and it took about 45 minutes, right, to do his haircut. And my time is valuable. So now I do have an appointment. I fit them in as a walk-in, but I had an appointment coming in shortly after that, and I had to prepare for my appointment. But then anyhow, when it was time to pay, I knew he was gonna like start tripping. So he was like, "So how much?" And I told him 25 a piece. And I said, and then I told him, I said, and he got upset. You could tell like he started sucking his teeth. And he said $25 for these little boys. And I said, yeah. I said yes for those little boys. I said these little boys are still getting a service just like anybody else. I said if you go to buy tennis shoes, right? You're not going to pay the same price as an adult, but you're going to pay that price. And it depends on what you want to get. You could go into Payless, shout out to Payless, or you could go to Foot Locker. You can make a decision on where you want to go, wherever you want to go, right? So he got upset. Anyhow, I told him 25. He was very apprehensive. I still charged him the $25. So it's like $50. It was a $50 service. But you think about it, a $50 service is surpassing my time limit because 45 minutes and 20 minutes, I spent an hour and 5 minutes to make that much. So this is where you get to the place and get to the point where you have to make a decision on how you service your people, how you service your clients. Because if you don't, guess what? So I said all of that to say this: service your clients. Even the simple haircuts, you can still make money because it's a service. It's not just a simple haircut. All right? This is your boy, Super Barber. Holla at your boy. Hey, guess what? I need you to do me a favor. Do me this one big favor. Hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, I got some bangers coming your way. And guess what? We're going to do this again. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Holla at your boy. Ah!
Let's go!